Hi everyone, welcome to the English to Takeaway podcast. I'm very proud to say we're on episode 49. My name is Richard, also known as the Grammar Goat on social media. I'm an English teacher and I'm a content creator, and I'm here as always with my incredible co-host Jordan.
Thank you very much. Yes, looking behind me, incredible. I've never been, uh, never been called incredible, so that's lovely. My name is Jordan. I'm also an English teacher and content creator as well. You may have seen me on my social media channels, English Lingo or English Lingo with Jordan. Yes, we are ever close to that half century of episodes. Not far away now.
Yeah, very very exciting. We need to do something special, don't we, for the next one, for episode 50. We'll have to put
Yes,
our heads
10,000
together.
calorie challenge.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
No,
We could try that.
do you know what? Do you know what made me think of that today? Is I don't know if you've watched the episode, but where Beard meets food, he ate a wheelbarrow of tiramisu. You know,
Wow.
I was thinking to myself, how many calories is that? I have no idea.
I think I saw the thumbnail for that one. I wasn't sure like what was in the wheelbarrow. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness, he must have felt so sick after a wheelbarrow of tiramisu. I'll have to
yeah.
watch that one.
You've got to watch it
Um,
because actually at the end there's a little bit of a funny twist, so you can have a look at it. It's yeah, have a watch of it. It's quite a good episode actually.
okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, we could do a ginormous mukbang, couldn't we, next week for our for our 50th episode. But I'm
Just
pretty
pretty
sure we'd put a lot of
grease.
people off. Um,
Ah, the grease dripping out and everything.
yeah, I think the few subscribers we've managed to amass would quickly sort of leave us if we started a huge mukbang together. But I don't know. Has anyone ever done a mukbang? And like between England and the Philippines before? That it
I
might be an
don't
original
know.
idea.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
know.
sure actually. That's an interesting concept. I don't think they have, but yeah, I haven't heard mukbang for a long time actually. That was like a few years ago that was really really popular, wasn't it? Yeah, I've not.
But those,
Heard
yeah, those videos are really weird though, aren't they? Those mukbang videos. Where they're eating to camera and the sound effects
Yeah.
are so sharp and loud of them, slurping and crunching and munching. Have you seen them? Like,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah. It's the what is it? The ASMR is it? They call it like that's what partly part and parcel of it, like the audio stimulation of something. Like I think it's called ASMR or something. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't
Uh,
heard of that.
yeah, like whenever you're like opening a pot of something, like you get that sound of the pot opening, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that I think that's called like ASMR, or if you've got like a bumpy bit on like that rigid bit that you can run your finger down, um, yeah, that kind of stuff. It's really prominent, isn't it? Like when you listen to it, you can't not hear it. It's so loud.
So what is that then? What is the ASMR thing? It makes people like engage and watch more then. Is that what you're
Let's have a look.
saying?
So ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It refers to a
Wow.
tingling, static-like or goosebump sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down to the neck and spine, triggered by specific sounds, sights, or gentle touch. It is widely used to promote relaxation, relieve stress, and fall asleep.
Wow, cool. I've never heard of that, Jordan.
Brought
Thanks
to
for
you
teaching me
by
about
English
it.
to Take Away.
Amazing. I tell you what, I've got kind of the mukbanging thing. I've got kind of like an irrational fear of like eating messy food with my hands in front of other people because in a previous job I had, I used to often have like business lunches,
Yes.
like meetings over lunch, which I hated. And people would be, chatting to me, and we'd be having a business meeting, and at the same time, they'd be like shoveling a huge sandwich into their mouth, and just so off-putting, so horrible. I just hated it. I hate the concept of like a that kind of business lunch meeting. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very much a knife and fork kind of guy. If I've got a business lunch or a business meeting over lunch, I'm very much the knife and fork,
Absolutely.
not food all over my beard and face trying to talk to someone seriously. What's your thoughts on that? Are you okay with eating with your hands, or do you prefer a
Um,
knife and fork?
I do prefer cutlery. I do prefer like using utensils. Um, but I think there are certain foods, and especially in Filipino culture, it's popular to eat with your hands when you're eating certain foods. So I don't mind it, to be honest. If if we're eating something that is specifically Filipino and they often use hands to eat, then when in Rome, I do the same thing. So I'm not too worried about it.
I mean, my fear even goes so far as when I have a burger in a
Right?
restaurant, I'll deconstruct the burger with my knife and fork. So
No,
I'll take the bun off, I'll cut the bun up, I'll cut the meat up, and I'll eat it with my knife and fork. And often my family will look at me like I'm a freak,
you're
like
one of
I'm a
those.
weirdo. Like, what are you doing? But I just can't. I don't know. I just can't really eat well with my hands.
Wow.
Is that
No,
weird?
little bit.
And mate, this is even weirder, right? My dad, when he
Okay.
first met my mum, he went to my mum's house and they
Right.
offered him a Mars bar, and my dad ate the Mars bar with a knife and fork.
No.
So maybe that's where it comes from, because my mum's like still teases my dad about that today. Like, what were you thinking? Why did you eat the Mars bar with a knife and fork? Obviously, he was trying to be, I don't know, like
Yeah.
cultured and well behaved, well mannered. But maybe it's been passed genetically down to me. I must have a knife and fork to eat my food.
That
Weird.
does he not use his hands? Like, like, I mean, was that the only moment that he didn't use his hands, or was it something for him, like when he was growing up, that he didn't use his hands to eat?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Jordan. I'll have to put it to the
In-
test, won't I? Take him a burger or something, and see what he does. But yeah, I mean, okay. Here's my. I was in Greece
yeah.
earlier this week. I really wanted to eat gyros in
Gyros.
Athens. Do you
Okay.
know gyros?
I've heard of it, but I'm not really familiar with it. Yes.
Okay, so gyros, think like a rotisserie, like chicken kind of kebab meat,
Oh yeah, yeah.
warm warm pita bread,
Nice,
incredible fresh pita bread, tzatziki sauce, which is like a garlicky yogurty
yeah,
sauce, salad,
nice.
and French fries shoveled
Ah,
in there as well. So you've got this huge wrap called a
nice.
gyros. And yeah, I wanted to make a video on eating a gyros, so yeah, you can check out my new YouTube channel, Travel Richard. Check it out. There's a vlog video where I go in search of a gyros. But yeah, they gave me this gyros in this amazing little backstreet restaurant, and it was just impossible to eat with my hands. I mean, if I'd tried, Jordan, it would have just gone. It would have
Every
just like literally caked my beard. So I asked for a knife and fork, and they again looked at me really weirdly, like, why is this guy eating our food with a knife and fork? I kind of played it off as, yeah, I'm British and we eat with a knife and fork, ha ha ha. But
Yeah.
yeah, they did give me some funny looks in there. But yeah, Mr. Knife and Fork, I guess.
Well, I suppose when like living in Japan, when I've been to some Japanese restaurants, and you see a lot of tourists that come in, and not everyone can use chopsticks, right? Um,
Yeah,
so people ask for, you know, a knife and fork or a spoon or something, and I would say when I first went to Japan, like a lot of the workers would like look at those people and be like, "What? Why would you eat like with a knife and fork or a spoon?" They were really kind of weirded out by it. But over the years, I think it just became more and more natural that, you know, the tourists would ask. So people didn't really care so much in the end. But yeah, that's a little bit different, of course, because chopsticks, it takes a little bit of getting used to. So my question then to you is, what do you do when you
sure.
go to McDonald's?
Well, okay, McDonald's is McDonald's, so the burgers the burgers are kind of you can squish them down, can't you? So you can eat them nicely. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You can take small bites because the bun you can kind of eat it almost squash down. Plus, they don't actually really have knives and forks in McDonald's, do they?
Yeah.
If they did, I'm getting that knife and fork.
I,
I'm eating with that knife and fork if they did, but they
I
don't.
had I had a feeling that you might turn around and say you pull out your own knife and fork.
Thank you very much. Big Mac time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like
no.
your travel knife and fork, that you take along everywhere.
I'll tell you also what was really difficult for me when I was in southern India. I went for a incredible lunch. I think I've talked about it before. An
Yes,
amazing lunch, lots of different curries, and I ate with my obviously they eat with their one hand,
yes.
so I had to eat with my right hand, and I found that so difficult. Like it, I missed we missed the business meeting that was after the lunch because my colleague he's Indian. He finished his meal in about half an hour. It took me about an hour to get through everything because it's so difficult to eat with your
Wow.
hand. And also, I think, you know, without my knife and fork, I was a bit lost. I wonder if there's a term in, you know, a term for someone who's got a fear of eating with their hands. There must be. We'll have to look it up. But there you go.
Let me have a look quickly. Uh,
Title for the episode, Jordan, right now, right here.
it it comes up here. Whoever has fear of eating with their hands should be sectioned. No. um, Dell.
Oh God.
No. Anxiety with eating in public, that's not really what you've got. No. Um,
What I've got, it's like a disease. This has been like a, it's been like a therapy session for me right now. I've sort of discovered something about myself. You know, I need
I'm
to
trying to
work on this.
I'm trying to diagnose you now with what
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, doctor. What have I got?
it doesn't actually come up with anything. Yeah, no. It just says like a fear of eating in front of other people, not
Okay.
not a fear of eating specifically with your hands. So, um, which I suppose a lot of people have a fear of eating, you know, publicly or in front of people. I'm sure it's quite quite common.
You're
But
trying to make it serious now. You're trying to normalize it now, but
but with no, but I mean with, you know, fear of eating with hands. I think in a lot of cultures though they do it because um, it feel like eating with your hands. I suppose is their traditional way of being more like, I suppose, sensory to the food.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it's it happens a lot in like rice cultures, like where
Mm.
rice is very like a staple of the national food, right? Like it seems
Yeah.
to be more common in cultures that have rice a lot. I think that eat with their hands. But yeah, I didn't know that about you. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Well, when we next meet and go for a burger, you'll have to sit with me whilst I'm embarrassingly deconstructing the burger with my knife and fork. In Japan, funnily enough, Jordan, how long did it take you to master using chopsticks, or did you indeed like master it? Did you have Japanese like fluidity with the chopsticks by the end of it, or?
Oh, like now, I have no problem using chopsticks. Like actually, I just today I used chopsticks.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, I'm completely. I have no problem using them whatsoever. Um, but it took a long time. Like
Mm,
the pain that you get in your hand because you haven't used those muscles before. Uh, you get like cramping pain. It's horrible. It took yeah, it took a few, like I would say it took about a couple of months at least to get comfortable using them.
mm,
But then I was taught to use them the correct way. Um, Now people teach children in a different way, that like in a more sort of an easier way for them to pick it up quickly. So for me, I wanted to be able to use them in the correct manner, and I was really happy because a few times people commented, said, "Oh, you use chopsticks really well, and
oh
you
cool.
you use them in the right way." I was like, "Oh, thanks." I was quite pleased with that, and yeah, when a Japanese person says that, you're like, "Okay, thank you." It's yeah, it feels quite good. Yeah, how about yourself? Are you are you pretty good with chopsticks? Are you okay with them, or not at all?
I'm sure you can guess the answer to
I'm gonna guess no.
that. Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty awful. I'll start with good intentions. Like today, for example, it's my daughter's birthday. She's 15 today. We're gonna go to her favorite restaurant. I don't know if you know of. Have you heard of the popular chain Wagamama?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah.
have.
I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
nice.
that's her favorite restaurant. So we're going to go to Wagamama, and Wagamama obviously chopsticks. So I'll start with good intentions with the chopsticks, and it will last for a couple of minutes, and then having dropped most of what I was trying to eat on back onto my plate, I'll grab a spoon, and the
Dig
chopsticks will
in.
be discarded. Yeah. I'm not good, but it's practice, isn't it? It's such an amazing compliment that if a Japanese person tells you you're good with chopsticks, that's amazing. So it shows you that your like hard work and dedication to using them really paid off.
Yeah, I think also as well, I generally had to when I first moved there. It was just I had to use them.
Mm.
You know, as I said, a lot of the restaurants at those times they only had chopsticks. So it's either get used to them, or not really eat. So yeah, I just got used to them really. And yeah, after a while, I think it's something that is just more subconscious in the end, right? Like after you get used to it, like, and you pick it up, then you never lose it. I
Yeah,
don't really use chopsticks very often now, but when I need to, yeah, I think it's just a natural subconscious thing that I can do, so it's easy. Um, but yeah, in the beginning, it hurts your hand. The muscles are difficult to kind of work together. So yeah, oh, one of the tricks is that if you've ever noticed or observed in Japan, people pick up the bowl, right? They
Mhm.
don't they don't go from the table to the mouth. They pick up the bowl, so it's a shorter
Ah.
distance, right? So when you pick up something with your chopsticks, you pick up the bowl. It's a shorter distance from the bowl to your mouth.
I've seen that, but I'd actually never thought of that before. So, oh, that's a very, very good tip, actually. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of obvious, isn't it? But it's weird for a British person to do that because we're
Yeah,
taught don't touch your plate, or you certainly don't lift the plate up, do you, towards your mouth. So
right. Yeah,
interesting, interesting. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
but yeah, like it I suppose in the culture it makes sense because
yeah.
uh, you don't want to slurp a load of stuff down your shirt if it's lunchtime or whatever. Um, so yeah, after I realised that, which was probably a couple of years after living there, I was like, oh yeah, makes it a lot easier now. You
The
know, yeah, okay.
the slurping as well is interesting, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
when they Japanese people eat ramen with the
yes,
noodles, they obviously the slurping is a sign that they're enjoying it, right? It's something. It's like a it's like
compliment.
going, this is delicious by
Yeah,
slurping.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
obviously in the UK, we're taught, no sounds should really come out of your mouth when you're eating. So maybe my parents were just really strict with me when it came to eating, Jordan. Maybe knife and fork for everything. Mars, can I have a Mars bar? Yeah, sure. There's a knife and fork. No noises. Don't touch your plate. My parents have like screwed me up when it comes to eating. I don't know. But how
How,
did you get on with the slurping thing with ramen?
initially, weird. Like I couldn't. Like I was just no. Like I resisted it, and then after years of staying there, like living there, like probably 10 years later, I was just whatever, no problem, it's fine. Like, you know, you you really just think, okay, it is what it is. Uh, do I did I actively do it myself? Like, not really. If I did, then it was just natural, but I wasn't gonna just force myself to slurp something. But yeah, it didn't bother me too much. Like I would say, in the beginning, it was very strange. It was a big culture shock. Like we talked about this before in the last
Mm,
episode. Culture
yeah.
shock. So that was one. So like, wow, okay, very very different, very different way of thinking about certain noises and sounds and how to perceive them, basically. Um, but yeah, after a while, you get used to it. It's fine. It's no problem at all. It's just it's interesting to learn about it. I found it fascinating. So but yeah, it's definitely the food culture is awesome, as
Oh
it is
yeah.
as it is in the Philippines as well. Like it again, eating with your hands. That's one thing that I never thought that I would do with like, rice or anything, but
Mm.
with Len, and of course she does it, and so I naturally did it as well. And you get used to it after a while. You're like, okay, yeah, I understand why they do it, because one, it's easier. Two is that they can they don't necessarily need to have plates and other dishes and things like that. So it's easier for them to be able to eat, which is quite nice. So yeah, did your parents give you like a packet of crisps and a knife and fork as well? Like, how did you eat crisps when you were younger? I really want to know.
I think crisps. I did use my. I'm pretty sure I used my hands for the crisps. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have to think back though. You know, this has been a valuable therapy session for me. Been regressing back into my childhood and seeing how, you know, these experiences have scarred me in later life when it comes to eating.
Yeah.
I want to, before we get into the English to take away, like I wanted to also tell you about this incredible, let me find it, this incredible dessert that I had
Oh yeah.
in Athens. So I don't know, like in the Philippines, I don't think we've talked about desserts before. What are some like popular Filipino desserts? Is it a big like dessert nation? Do they have incredible desserts?
Oh yeah. The one of the um, I would say the biggest ones that you'll see in majority of places is something called halo halo, and
Hmm.
it's ice cream mixed with some like beans, and then I think there's like ube in there. There's lot. It's a mix of a lot of things actually. Yeah, it's that's quite a good dessert. And then also one of my particular favorites is mango float, um,
Ooh.
which is really nice.
Hmm.
That's mango condensed milk and like layers of graham crackers as well, which is yeah, it's superb. That's really nice too. And there's one that I don't know if it's really a dessert, but I think it could be a dessert, and that is something called turon, and it's like banana and jackfruit that's wrapped, and
Oh
I
wow.
it's fried. And I said to Len, I said this would be an amazing dessert if it's served hot with a scoop of ice cream, and that
Hmm.
that's my thought process. I think it's a dessert. But some people probably will think of it as like a snack or something. But yeah, some of the sweet food here is fantastic. It's amazing. Yeah, very good.
Oh, cool. Well, so I had this. I met obviously quite a lot of Greek people when I was in Greece, funnily enough, and
Wow, really?
I wanted to, yeah. Well, what a surprise! I wanted to make a video on a dessert. So I'd done the gyros video, you know, when I was eating the gyros. I wanted to make a video eating a dessert. So I asked, you know, what is a popular dessert? Lots of people told me try this orange pie which is called Porto Calopita. There you go, Porto Calopita. And oh, I'm not kidding, Jordan. So I went into a like a dessert. It was like a dessert restaurant. Is that a word? I don't know. A restaurant that only did desserts. And I ordered the Porto Calopita, the orange pie, and I think because they saw I was filming, they gave me like an extra large portion. This orange cake was it
Yeah.
was like a brick. It was the size of a brick. It was huge with this massive scoop of vanilla ice cream with it. And I'm not kidding. It was one of the nicest desserts I've ever had. It's certainly in recent memory the nicest dessert I've had. It was incredible. Like this orangey sponge with a sweet sort of coating on top, vanilla ice cream, like an orange syrup over the top. It was incredible. So I would really recommend it if you can find a Greek restaurant in
Awesome.
Manila, say when you're there. Yeah, you should definitely try it. I'd never had it before. It was so refreshing as well. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
delicious.
Actually, we've got a Greek restaurant. I know the owner, not too far away from where we live. Actually,
Yeah, really.
yeah. So probably about 15 minutes drive. Yeah,
Oh wow.
he owns a Greek restaurant, and yeah, it's the food's lovely. It was really nice when we ate there, but I didn't ask about the dessert, so I'm interested in this. Being hopefully it'll be great if he has it, then I can try it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll definitely ask him about it. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It was delicious. Yeah, it was very, very, very good. I've got a bit of a problem this week, mate, because we've been like laughing so much, and I've just been laughing non-stop for nearly half an hour. I've kind of forgot to write down any language. I've got a few words, but I'm going to struggle, I think, with my usual five. How
No
many have you
worries.
written down?
I've got five actually, but
Okay.
before we do that, you mentioned about some world records before we started recording, right?
Oh, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the world records that you're mentioning.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, so very briefly, then I saw in the news this really weird, but sort of strangely impressive world record about the loudest shout. The loudest shout. So, when was the last time you shouted? Can you remember? Probably when you were like driving to the pickleball court and someone cut you up.
Yeah, probably yesterday in the car, maybe at a motorcyclist that cuts me up. Yeah, probably.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so the loudest shout, this guy shouted, I'll give you the decibels. It won't mean much probably, but then I'll like give you a comparison. So he shouted at 122.4 decibels, which is the equivalent of a clap of thunder or a chainsaw or a pneumatic drill.
Oh my god!
So
Wow.
God, imagine I don't know. Imagine if he stubbed his toe in the morning and let out a yelp, all the windows would smash, wouldn't they, in his house? That's crazy,
You wouldn't want
crazy.
him. You wouldn't want him as your football manager, would you?
You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him, would you? No, definitely not. So I that got me thinking. Like there must be some other really weird world records, and I'm sure we've spoken about this before.
Hmm.
Let me just give you a three or four weird world records, and you can try and guess the statistics associated with them. So, okay, the first one is about beards. The
Right.
most toothpicks put into someone's beard. What do you think? How many toothpicks did someone patiently place in their beard?
It's got to be thousands. It's got to be thousands.
You're thinking very deeply about this, Jordan.
3,000, give or take.
An amazing guess. Yeah, you're almost spot on. 3,500 toothpicks.
Wow.
It took 3 hours of painstaking placement, but
My God.
imagine that. That's weird. Okay, how about the most spoons balanced on a body, like on your body, not a dead body, but on a body?
Yeah, what? Do they use the spoons to dig it then balance it? Probably 35.
More.
60?
It's more. 96 spoons were balanced on someone's body. You've got to have a pretty sticky body, haven't you, to balance that many spoons? That's pretty
Where?
ridiculous.
Where
It
would you
says
put 20 something
it
spoons?
says on it says on his face and torso, taking advantage of his sticky skin. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why he had sticky skin. We won't go into that, but that's weird, isn't it? 96 spoons.
That sounds rather odd.
Um,
Yeah, very,
I,
very odd.
I to be honest, I doubt I could balance more than three. Like one here, one on my head. That's game
Maybe on
over,
the
surely.
nose.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want a few more?
Yeah, go for it. This is
Okay,
interesting.
well, one more. Okay, this is about. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is about running across Lego bricks. Now, I'm sure Sophia, your daughter, has left Lego lying around. When you step on a Lego brick, it's like an electric shock going through your body, isn't it? It's so painful.
It's horrendous. Yes. Yes.
So
Um,
yeah,
so this is the distance that they ran or the number of bricks?
Sorry, so it's running across 100 meters, sorry, 100 meters of Lego bricks. So obviously, they must have laid out a track
Yeah,
covered in Lego bricks, and you've got to sprint down it for 100 meters across these Lego bricks, which for me would be like, I'd be so terrified of doing that. Imagine the pain. Um, wow. So yeah, how fast did someone do it?
25 seconds.
Yeah, almost spot on. Yeah,
Really?
24.7 seconds. Yeah. But that, I mean, for me, that would probably take me a day to get down there. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I I think as soon as I hit that first brick, that's it. I'm off. I'm in the other left or right or back.
Yeah, time out, time out, time out, time out.
Yeah. Yeah, no more. I'm done.
We're just a couple of wimps, aren't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's apparently the person trained for 2 months building up calluses on the bottom of her feet so that she'd be able to do it.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
there we
I,
go.
I
There we go.
I do vaguely remember. This is one of the weirdest things. Like talking about like world records, I vaguely remember seeing someone eat like dry crackers, like cream crackers,
Oof.
um, and I think it was the how fast they can eat three dry cream crackers, and like to try to break the world record. And I must have seen it when I was a kid, and I think it was probably uh, on Blue Peter or Record Breakers or something like that, one of those TV shows. And I thought it was a good idea to try it. So I was in the kitchen and like, these green grass, timing myself to see if I could eat. Safe to say, I could never get anywhere near the time. No, not a chance. But I just had a mouthful of dry cream crackers that splewed out everywhere in the end.
Your mum's in the background with the Hoover, just constantly hoovering up after you as you're practicing with these cream crackers. Amazing, amazing. Well, you'll have to. We'll have to try that. We'll have to try that for the mukbang next week, mate. You
Yeah,
can have your cream crackers. I have my burger with my knife and fork, and there we go.
yeah,
Nice,
sounds good. Should we
cool.
get into the English to take away now? The vocabulary part.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All
Let's see if I can stretch out to five.
right, go
As
for
I
it.
said, I've just been laughing so much this episode that I've just kind of forgot we were even doing a podcast. So okay, the first one I've got. It's a word for knives, forks, spoons, cutlery, which
Hmm,
is a useful word. Cutlery. So cutlery is the general word for knives, forks, and spoons.
fantastic, very good. Uh, this one was a good one, and it was when you were talking about your mum, um, and your dad, of course, when he ate the Mars bar with a knife and fork. You said she still teases him to this day. So teases is kind of a playful way of making fun of someone. Not in a horrible way. It's just in a fun, light-hearted way. But teases is a nice word to use.
Nice. Okay. Um, next one, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely an idiom. Yeah, we were talking about eating. I think we were talking about eating with our hands, and you were talking about the. I think this is the correct context. The Philippines, and you said, yeah, in the Philippines, like often they use their hands to eat, and so when in Rome,
Yeah.
so do I. So we say when in Rome when we want to say that we will kind of do what local people do. We'll
Yes.
follow local traditions, local customs. So a good example would be like if I'm in India, I'm in a restaurant, got my knife and fork, and then I look around and everyone's eating with their hand. So I say, "Oh, when in Rome," and I put my knife and fork away and I start eating with my hand. So really cool. useful expression, I think, idiom.
Nice. Um, and we talked about this, and this word came up quite a lot in the podcast. Slurping. So slurping, it's great descriptive word for when you're eating something that is either in a bowl of soup or has some kind of liquid, and you make the sound with your mouth. You slurp up the noodles, or you slurp your soup. It's just a great way of describing that sound.
Nice. The next one I've got is also with slurp. This is an incredible chunk of language that you used with slurp that I loved. It's quite long, so we're encouraging people often not to learn words in isolation, but learn words in chunks. This is quite a long chunk, but I'm going to teach it nevertheless. So you said um, you can slurp a load of noodles down your shirt. So, so if we deconstruct that, it would be to slurp a load of something down your shirt.
Yeah.
So picture the scene. You've got your ramen and you're slurping it, and you kind of miss your mouth, and it all goes down your front. So to slurp a load of something down your shirt. I love that.
Awesome. Um,
Not sure
it's
how useful that is, but anyway.
there. The next phrase is brilliant. Is you were talking about blaming your parents for the conditions that you've got with food. You said
Hang on a minute. Conditions with food. I'm getting paranoid now. My conditions.
um, so you said my parents really screwed me up. So the chunk of language here, like screwed me up, meaning like they caused me to have this fear of eating with my hands or etc. So when screw someone up, it usually means that you've created an issue, you've created a problem with them. I just thought that was a really interesting chunk of language and a phrase to use.
It's quite lucky that my mum and dad do not listen to the podcast, so that's I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I've only got one more, mate.
Oh,
It's the verb with a record. So if you
mm,
manage to, like, if you're trying for a record, like the toothpicks in your beard, and you do more than the previous record, you break a
mm,
record. So break a record means it's nothing to do with like smash, physically smashing anything, breaking something. To break a record, to like establish a new record, a new target for someone else.
absolutely. And probably then we can add another one that is going along with that one, and you can attempt to break a
Mm.
record as well, right?
Mm.
So
Yep.
attempt is another good word that will go along with that one. Um, so yeah, as you said, afterwards it's breaking a record, but they're going to attempt, and it means try to do it. So I think that's a good one when we're talking about records as well.
Cool.
Uh,
Nice.
okay, I've got two more.
Oh, well
The
done.
the next one is portion. I think this is kind of an you know, undervalued word actually. Like not a lot of people use it. Portion just means the size of what you get on your plate or in your bowl. So you said they gave me an extra large portion because I was filming. You know, maybe the portion sizes are usually a little bit smaller, but this time they made it bigger. It just means the amount that is on the plate, of course. And the last one, you mentioned this quite a lot when you were describing the Greek restaurant, the dessert restaurant. You said, "I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding." Um, I just thought it was a great expression to use, meaning that you're the opposite. You're serious. Like I'm serious. It was really good. It was delicious. It was amazing. So when we say I'm not kidding, it actually is the opposite. It means I'm serious. It is amazing. Yeah, it's just another flip on like how we express ourselves. I just thought that part was really good because I think you used it about two or three times, and yeah, it was a great chunk of vocabulary to use.
Oh, excellent. You can imagine our listeners in their next English class, the teacher asks them, "Oh, tell me about the last time you were in a restaurant." And they'll say, "Oh, I'm not kidding, but I slurped a load of noodles down my shirt and it really screwed me up." And the teacher will be like, "What?"
They're like, yeah,
But
well done, native level language,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Tick, you have passed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had cutlery, knives and forks, spoons, to tease someone, so to make fun of someone in a nice, light-hearted way. When in Rome,
Mhm.
to slurp, to to slurp a load of something down your shirt. Um, my parents really screwed me up. Break a record, attempt to break a record, a portion of something when we're talking about food, and I'm not kidding. There we go. What an incredible array of English, as always, Jordan. And yeah, off air, when we finish recording, we'll have to come up with a suitable title for this episode. But I can imagine it will have something to do with food and my weird food conditions that I've suddenly discovered live talking to you. If you want to get involved in the podcast, send us an email, English to takeaway at Gmail. Sorry, English to takeaway pod at gmail.com. Write in with your weird news stories, with any English language grammar questions or vocabulary questions. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Jordan, it's been a pleasure as always. Next week, the mukbang episode 50. There we go.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with an idea for the 50th one, definitely.
Cool. Okay,
Awesome.
take care of yourself, mate.
Cheers,
Take
mate.
care. See you
See you
soon. Bye,
soon.
mate. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.